Hello, welcome to Hard Mode and Hardware, and welcome back to Adventures of the Three Dungeoneers. The Three Dungeoneers? Did I put a third in? I can't remember. I'm not doing a silly voice on it this time. It's too much editing. I couldn't be bothered, so that's great, isn't it? That sounds great, doesn't it? I can't be bothered. Anyway, so we're back and doing another dungeon. Today we're doing Blackfathom Deeps. It's another longie from back in the day. It's in the glorious, beautiful zone of Ashenvale. Ashenvale, isn't it? It is in Ashenvale. It is.
Yep.
Yeah. With me, as always, is Doug. Say hello, Doug.
Hello, everyone.
And Mike. Say hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike. Hello, everyone else.
Classic. Yeah, so we're taking on Blackfathom Deeps today. It's quite a long one, but we'll go in and we'll start talking it through. I've actually got my research ready to go on the bosses, so I can tell you a bit about each of the bosses. It'll be exciting. It'll be great. It'll look more professional as soon as I stop talking and we get into this dungeon. So let's go. Just pick up the quests.
Help. We barely escaped the Twilight's hammer sacrificial altar.
I'm sure there used to be like 450 quests in here. There's now one.
Yeah, they do the rolling quest thing now, don't they? I think. Don't you get like kill one boss, get another quest? A bit like Dead Mines. The Twilight's hammer is a cult, and they've taken over this dungeon, which is partially underwater.
Thought I was on the rogue then.
Why? What makes you say that?
I was just trying to cast stealth.
Oh, right, okay. Just let me do stealth up to this mob here with stealth that I don't have.
Intruders! Move the prisoners!
Executioner
The flesh belongs to Lord
Gore.
Bathael. Come along, heroes. The water is fine.
Sounds like Arnie in Kindergarten Cop. It's not a tumor.
Who's your dad here? What does he do?
Pro tip, don't fall down here because it's like literally seconds extra work to get back across. Seconds. Maybe a minute. Also, pro tip number 2, hit this rope because it puts a little zip line across, which is handy for later if you're walking back out. Or, you know, if you die and you wipe, which shouldn't happen. Which is not going to happen, is it, guys?
Possibly.
Probably. I mean, probably not. Could feel the power coursing through my veins. We're all very quiet tonight. It's very, the weather's beautiful here, but it's very sweaty. It's very warm, and it's never fun to be too warm.
I am heavily medicated.
Heavily
Resisting
nice.
my magic
Always
is
fun.
useless, Gamora.
This is our
Under
first
my power.
boss, and it is the mystical
Heroes,
turtle
wait,
Gamura.
wait, it's too soon. Please, you must save the others.
Apparently,
before
according to the blurb I
sacrifices
read,
them.
he was a peaceful creature turned bad when the Twilight hammer arrived. Yeah, the age-old story. So we kill his little civil offspring and then we kill him. I mean, we don't actually have to kill these, I don't think, but do they join in if you start the fight? I can't remember.
No, but it's always good experience and reputation, isn't it?
Always, yes. So he is going to do various maneuvers, usually involving some sort of electricity, like that. See how he's zapping me. It's not a super hard fight. It's just going to be another one of those that's going to take a bit longer, because there's only 3 of us doing it. Nice little save there. So the shield the shield ended up on me. That's probably bad news.
It meant for the first. Oh, why is my nick?
Helps if you target the razor shell snapjaw if that's what you're trying to kill, I suppose. Pro tip: target the thing you're trying to kill. Full of these pro tips today. Right, so that's Gabura done. Don't think there's anything particularly special to note about that, is it? Other than just everyone's going to
take
take damage.
Pabura behind.
Pabura,
That sounded really rude. I didn't mean to sound rude.
Yeah.
I've never seen this frightened prisoner before.
Are we taking out that dude over there? He's got mogs on him.
Pabura. Pabura. Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, frightened prisoner. I've not... what's frightened prisoner? Hello? Oh, okay. Right, so... Domina. So you've got a couple of bosses that lead off this room. Domina being one of them. Oh no, it's just one off this particular room, isn't it? Carpe dentum. Seize the teeth.
Carpe jugulum.
Yep. Status update. Number 3 button is working. No, don't suck me into that death hole. Easy peasy. I'd be interested to see how I do on the damage in this one. Don't tell me yet. I'll find out at the end.
Or
in general, don't tell me. I'll find out at the end. I'll find out how badly I did at the end. Oh, I said I was going to go Affliction for the dungeons for a bit, didn't I? See if that was any better. Oh, maybe the next one. Someone remind me.
You can change in a sec if you want.
Nah, because I've started it as destruction. Demonologies. Destruction. So I'll do the next one. See how we get on. Poof! Chaos Bolt incoming! Don't know why, it's like back to the lipstick taser, aren't I? Just saying things before I do them.
I've got that scene in my head now. Lipstick taser!
Lipstick taser!
No, please! I don't want to die like this! Who dares interrupt my sacrifice? Slay them!
Domina. Let's get Domina. It's very little to... I might just read the blurb. Hang on. When Lady Service failed to provide magical protection, Domina sacrificed the Naga to empower her own dark ritual. Unlike her predecessor, Domina, Mistress of the Dark, has no fear. Get out the stuff. Pro tip. Remember that pro tip from Dead Minds? Get out of what is in the floor. I didn't do that. So I'll probably focus on taking her down, helping to take her down before I read the blurb again. So I watched a YouTube video this morning. It's a guy, I forgot his name. It's terrible. I'll link it in the description. But he apparently Blizzard have as good as said that they've gone too far with the class pruning and what they've done. And he was talking about how, which I agree with actually. You've got 3 separate classes for each class with no crossover anymore. Whereas you used to be able to take a few arcane spells if you were fire or whatever. If you were a fire mage, then you know, just you could sort of hybrid play hybrid a little bit. Now you can't. You're just getting what you're given and like it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I saw that. He definitely hit all the nails on the head.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, so...
Well, Doug, there'll be a link in the description. Give a free link to this guy. I don't know him. I'm not affiliated with him. I haven't asked him. I'm just going to link it. It's an interesting video. Just talks about how he thinks the classes have been possibly pruned too far, and how they're a bit.
Tell you what, we
disjointed
should have
now.
looked into. Mike linked us the set of rumours the other day. You know, the rumour that turned up about all the, I forget what they're called, hero classes or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course, yeah.
Mike's probably the best person to talk about it because he's probably can remember it better than I can. But it seemed kind of exciting, a dark shaman or something like.
It would be good if that was going to go that way. I hope they bring back the old talent trees myself, so I can have some more customization.
Yeah, I miss talent trees, but I mean they were a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways. I know last time we talked about how we like that customizable characters, make them slightly unique, but I think the original talent trees, in fairness, were too big. They were like 30, 39, 40 points a tree, and there was always 3 trees. It was a bit much, and you could never fill one tree completely as it was, let alone if you took 2 trees. So. Try and find this link that you linked, unless you can link it again, Mike, and I will I'll bring up the discussion and we can start talking about it.
The one that I linked to Doug, or the guy talking about
The hero classes, was it, or something?
Yeah, the rumours for
The rumours.
the next set of is it races? Not races, classes. Races.
hang on then.
Yeah, the Tinker class and that stuff.
Cripes, it's warm in here. I've got my window shut to try and muffle all of the expensive exhausts people have put on their not very expensive cars to make them loud.
If I can find the post, it's probably been deleted.
Ah, yeah. Found it, right. Let's crack on and I will find this article, these rumours, and we'll have a little look-see. Oh yeah.
That was it. Prestige classes.
Prestige worldwide. Putting in the man hours. Chatty, chat. So the leak, the rumour, bear in mind it's rumour, so take it with a shovel of salt. Although rumours quite often end up being accurate about war.
I think the guy that posted this actually has previous.
Yeah. So, some highlights of this. I'm just going to read them. This is an article I will also link. It's an article on MMO Champ. So the first point claims that WoW will be implementing something akin to ESO's leveling system, which is interesting because I quite like ESO's leveling system. I'm assuming they're talking about focusing on skills rather than levels, maybe. So you get skill points for each level that you get.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like
bit
that would be
customization.
awesome.
Yeah. I haven't played ESO in a little while, so I'll have to try and remember what it is exactly, but I believe it's putting points into certain weapons. Things like that. Obviously it might be that specific with Warcraft because weapons are weapons and each class tends to take one particular type of weapon because it's got the best stats on it, usually. Level cap in 9.0 will be 60 and will be questing to level 70. Oh, interesting.
I don't know how that would work.
No. It's part of this level. This will be this level squish we discussed in the last video. So basically the levels will be lower for each area. Presumably they'd increase the amount of XP needed for each level as well then, but hopefully in turn making each level mean something rather than just being another arbitrary point on the progression. Claims that he's working on a faction merge prototype at the moment and testing how war mode could still leave PvP intact. Oh, faction merge. So more cross-play between the Horde and the Alliance is what I'm reading there. Imagine having a cross-play guild, like a Horde and Alliance members in the same guild. That'd be weird.
Thing is, if you want to add that to any kind of story, it's not too far-fetched to say, well, the Titans, the old gods, whatever, we can't do this alone. Let's get together and sort this.
Yeah, I mean, it's ironic. It's painfully ironic that every single major threat that's turned up in this game has been a threat to both the Horde and the Alliance. They've both had a common goal, and yet they still can't work it out and work together properly. They still end up scrapping at the end of it. I suppose it keeps the story going, though, doesn't it? A bit. So, subjugated Korul. Twilight Hammer commanded their powerful enforcer, subjugated Korul, to cleanse the caves of anything, blah blah blah. He's another Twilight guy. He's like some sort of ancient thing. I don't know what you describe that race as. But he's got tentacles on his face. It's like an octopus head. That's what I'll call him. Octopus head.
Looks like an extra from EastEnders.
Looks like an extra from EastEnders. Other soap operas are available. But don't watch them because they're terrible. Keep spamming those spells, shall I? Chaos Bolt. Oh, we need one more Grizzly trophy. Oh, here we go with the... Oh, a ring. How lovely. Bing. Who was that? Ah, it's Doug. Congratulations, Doug. You are now a level closer to the grave. I mean, to max level. Whoever max level is. So, what's next on the agenda of these rumours? On the faction merge, they're talking about letting people interact with the other faction as long as war mode is off. Yeah, makes sense. War mode's on. You're kind of spoiling for a fight, aren't you? Orcs in Stormwind, the Night Elves in Horde guilds, and so on. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. The next allied races are Vulpera and Mechanome. Oh yeah, I think this is what you were talking about, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
And the ones after that are Lightbound Undead for the Alliance. So a bit of undead action on the Alliance side. And some sort of boar creature that uses the Worgen rig for the Horde. So, a Worgen equivalent. Get you, Doug. I've got you.
Aren't you a chipper-looking young one?
Oh, you a chipper-looking one. Wonder what accent they'll have. They'll have Arnie's accent, won't they? They'll have Arnie's accent. Ain't you a chipper-looking one? It'd be the same. It'd be the same lines. It'll just be Arnie's accent instead. High elves are DOA. Oh, if he's using that in the dead on arrival there. Well, that's not good. Get this guy. No Sethrak. Sylvanas survives into the next expansion. Right now, she's trying to stop N'Zoth And after he escapes, we'll fight her and reseal N'Zoth as the final boss of Battle for Azeroth. After Sylvanas leaves to do her thing, Lillian Voss... I should probably state that this might contain spoilers, but it is only rumours at this point, so it's not confirmed. Ooh. Bane and Anduin make peace. Ooh. And Sylvanas loyalists go into hiding. Ooh. It's making me make silly noises now. And the rest of it all seems to be... a lot of that seems to be fluff, so I'll leave that, because... Yeah. If you don't want to know, just in case it's right. Ooh, Thruk, right, next boss, Thruk. Oh no, he's just... Is he a boss? Is he a sort of... half boss? I can't remember. I've got a name.
These cats be too ugly to eat.
Burning away with the fire. Burning away.
One part of customization I'd like is to be left-handed in game.
Oh yeah, a little bit of equal opportunities, I agree. As a right-handed person, I agree. No. Ouch. Righties for lefties, that's what I'm going to start a charity. Righties for lefties. Right-handed people stick it up for left-handed people.
What? Guardian treasure!
So, skipping past all the fluff stuff. New classes Tinker with prestige classes along with it. Prestige classes. That's where's it gone? Prestige classes being class skins you would have to unlock with Necromancer. Or Necromancer it says there, but it might be Necromancer. Dragon Sworn and Dark Shaman in progress at the moment. So they're going to be reskinned classes by the looks of that then. Dragon Sworn are a druid skin, and he gave the example that Flame and Frost would replace Lunar. Oh, I see. So similar.
Now I get the pleasure of removing
Boss here, aren't we? So this is. Oh no. Do you remember at the start of this video when I said it'll look all professional and everything? The guide I've managed to grab is completely nothing to do with this at all. The last two bosses haven't even appeared in that guide.
It's the guide from back in the day.
It's from back in the day, like most of our things we do from back in the day. So anyway.
Did that boss despawn?
Yeah, he did. He ran to here and he just despawned. Oh, there he is.
I was hoping you would.
Hi, Executioner Gore.
Now I get the pleasure.
No relation to
of
Al
removing
Gore,
your
I'm presuming.
hands.
So yeah, so these other classes are going to be reskinned variants of other classes by the looks of it. So Dragon Sworn is a druid skin, and he gave the example that Flame and Frost would replace the Lunar Cycle. So rather than your Lunar Cycles that you get on, say, on a Boomkin Mage, you would have Flame and Frost instead. Don't know what difference that's going to make. I'm assuming it's going to take them into a Quasi-Mage. Possibly. Who knows? Prestige classes. Ow. Prestige classes. See, hark as I move not out of the stuff that's on the floor, but deeper into it. Prestige classes are a separate class, so if you played a druid and unlocked Dragon Sworn, you would then have to make a new character rather than slap a skin. Oh, okay, so they're not they're not just a skin. You have to make a new character. It's obvious. It makes sense to me. Tinker start at level 50. Tank healer DPS that use mail armor. Oh, okay. Tanks use power armor. Healers use heal bots in between. Oh, interesting. So they're using
I delayed you long
robots
enough.
to help do the healing. That's interesting.
Will rise.
In between DPS and the DPS use stealth, bombs, mines, and guns. Oh, okay. Player housing is forever in development hell. So we're not getting player housing apparently still. So that's enough about that, I think. Back to the action. Because I'm sure I am on the DPS. I'm on the bot because I've not been paying attention.
Oh, the troll gave me a bloody heart attack round that corner then, right in my face.
Hmm. So we've got Twilight Lord Bathiel in this room. Twilight Hammer, do not tolerate failure. So the first command Twilight Lord Bathiel gave once he assumed control of Blackfathom Deeps was to throw Lord Helris into the hungry maw of Akuma. Lovely chap. How lovely. Oh, congratulations, Michael, on your
Thank you.
bingings. On your many, many bingings.
Before I kill you, know this, heroes.
So, let's fight Twilight Lord Bathiel. Bathiel. I feel like that's a character name that really must be pronounced in the style of Renham from the IT crowd. This doesn't favour warlocks at all.
I've got a 9 Scream Brew I always need to keep up. It's 3 charges and it lasts for 7 seconds and there's always a cooldown. You'd think that does make it passive.
Yeah. But then there's no challenge in passive, is there? This guy's interesting. I might just... How much damage am I taking from those things? Lots or not much?
Not really.
I just wanted to DPS through them because...
Yeah, I was moving because we were trying to ever so slightly professional with things in the
Yeah. But he keeps healing himself up, so with these guys, so I'm just going to DPS through it and see if I can... Because if I move, I can't cast, that's the thing. So we've got to kill them, the ads here, haven't we? Because that's what's healing them. Well, that didn't work as well as you hoped, did it, fella? Suck a Chaos Bolt. Huh.
Never even knew that was a mechanic because in normal dungeons it dies in about 3 hits.
Yeah, I know. Well, there you go. See, that's the beauty of us doing it as a 3. It's taking long to kill bosses. We're actually getting to see the mechanics of the bosses. As opposed to just like killing them in about 3 hits. Like you said. Oh, some lovely pantaloons.
Arises from the depths
Oh, good.
to earn the honor of being the first he devours.
He sounds lovely. I'll invite him round to tea. Akumai the Devourer. Akumai, an ancient evil, carries within him a small measure of the old god's power. Oh, there you go. He's a bit of a god. Which bit we wouldn't like to speculate. We're trying to keep this PG. Let's go. Oh look, he's split in two. How lovely.
We've almost got him, chap.
Whoop.
Savor this victory, Maw.
Ishnu Allah. Farewell.
Some pants. Lovely. Now, there's one more boss, isn't there? And we need to go and do it, because this isn't a complete video unless we go and do the Guardian of the Deep. Oh, I'll do that again. I'll do it, and I'll put the... No, I'm not doing the voice thing. I said that at the start, didn't I? I'm not doing the voice thing. I might do the voice thing.
Can you do a Morgan Freeman?
No.
Do
Guardian of
Nick
the
Cage.
Andy Dufresne. Titty sprinkles. Weak. Wait, I know a spell. I have a spell. It's too late. It doesn't matter, does it? I'm going to cast unending breath on you all. It's my one. It's my raison d'etre. So this is the crabby. He gets quite crabby, this guy, but it's Guardian of the Deep, hidden underneath the temple. And guarantee every time you try and run this, like 50% of the group will know about it and 50% won't. And they'll just drop out of the group and without doing it. It's not important, but you know, XP and loot. And what is Warcraft if not XP and loot? That's what I say. Boom. And I leveled up to level 25.
Congratulations.
Gracias. Oh, there's a... Magical disappearing rock. It's there. It's gone. It's there. It's gone. Magic. Remember when I said to click the rope? It's because you need to get up from the other side. So, like, if you wipe, you just click the rope. And you click, you click the, you click. Oh, it's not working. So that's worth it. That's totally worth it. Said nobody ever.
Just like L'Oreal, that was.
Not worth it. It's like bad L'Oreal. Not worth it. So, thanks for watching, guys. That has been Blackfathom Deeps. Pop us a comment below. Let us know how you're getting on with Warcraft at the moment and what you think about the rumours that we've seen. You'll find on MMO. I'll put a link in the description. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let us know that we're doing a good job and we'll keep making them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon, and because that will send you notification and an email whenever we put a new video up, so that you won't miss any of them, because they're fantastic and you don't want to do that. So, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Mike.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
And it's goodbye from Doug.
Bonjour, petit danon.
And don't forget, bonjour, petit danon. Wow. Petit pois, Rodney. Petit pois. Petit de... Cru de thé à la plate. Anyway, that's enough of that. So yeah, don't forget to play it on hard mode.